Feeling lonely? Have no fear. Twitter is here. You might ask me what I'm talking about. Well, I'm talking about Nicole Ioni's, Megan K. McCarthy's, Sarah E. Branch, and Janice R. Kelly's article, Connecting in the Twitterverse, using Twitter to satisfy unmet belonging needs. This article explores the correlation between feeling consistently left out, also known as chronic ostracism, and the individual's usage of Twitter to satisfy that need to belong. This article specifically looks at the individuals that use Twitter to form and maintain parasocial relationships, which are one-sided relationships with media figures. Long story short, they wanted to see if Twitter would genuinely help people feel less left out or more included. I know what you're thinking. How do we find this information out? Well, I'll tell you how. 600 plus college students, surveys galore. Questions like, how badly do you need friends? And how often do you feel like chopped liver? Long story short, if you're feeling left out and desperate for connection, hello, fake friends on Twitter. They used the need to belong scale, the chronic ostracism questionnaire, and a newly developed motives to form and maintain parasocial relationship questionnaire. The participants here, 611 college students. Of the 611, 315 of them reported using Twitter. They were the ones that were allowed to proceed. It's also important to note that 178 of the 315 were females. They had a really good mix of male and female participants. Of the 315, 229 of them reported following media figures and celebrities on Twitter. And the data was gathered over 2 semesters. They had a good amount of time they were gathering this data. I know what you're asking. Why would they tell us about their Twitter habits? I'll tell you why. They were offered partial credit in an introductory psychology class. And the tweets are in. The results showed that people with a high need to belong who also feel chronically ostracized use Twitter more often and attempt to form more one-sided relationships with celebrities to meet their emotional needs for connection. In short, when you're lonely and desperate, Twitter becomes your therapist, your confidant, your everything. And it works. It makes you feel less alone or more included. But wait, there's more. There are weaknesses to this article. There are things that they did not take into consideration, which could have changed the outcome completely. Firstly, were the participants hashtag delusional? Were these people overly confident, insecure, maybe both? We don't know. Self-esteem was not measured in the participants. Were they potentially up past their bedtime? The time of day that Twitter usage occurred was not measured. Were they chilling with their friends at noon or feeling sorry for themselves at 3 a.m.? Who knows? And that could make a big difference. Or potentially, do they have a bestie forever? The study did not measure whether or not the participants had close, consistent friendships or relationships contributing to their feeling of belonging or loneliness. Moral of the story, lonely people plus big need for friends equals Twitter stalking celebrities. The end. Thank you.